Looking for ground covers that add beauty without turning your garden into a battlefield? You're not alone. Many gardeners fall for fast-growing plants only to spend years ripping them out once they take over everything in sight. In this video, we'll show you 7 of the best non-invasive flowering ground covers that stay right where you want them. These plants offer stunning blooms, tidy growth, and peace of mind. Whether you need something for full sun, part shade, dry soil, or stepping stone gaps, there's a safe, beautiful choice here for you. Kicking off the list is Creeping Thyme, a fragrant flowering ground cover that's as tough as it's charming. If you want a ground cover that's both beautiful and functional, Creeping Thyme is hard to beat. This low-growing herb forms a dense mat of tiny, aromatic leaves that burst into a sea of pinkish-purple flowers in early summer. It's perfect for softening the edges of walkways, filling gaps between pavers, or simply blanketing dry, sunny spots with color and texture. And bonus, when you step on it, it releases a pleasant herbal scent. Creeping Thyme thrives in full sun and well-drained soil, and it's incredibly drought-tolerant once established. It performs best in lean, sandy, or rocky soils and doesn't like heavy, wet ground. This makes it ideal for dry slopes, gravel paths, or xeriscape-style gardens. It also handles foot traffic better than most ground covers, which is why many gardeners use it between stepping stones. What makes Creeping Thyme such a winner is that it's completely non-invasive. Unlike aggressive spreaders like mint or creeping jenny, this plant expands slowly and stays where you put it. It forms tidy, clumping mats rather than sending out long runners, so you never have to worry about it creeping into nearby beds or choking out your perennials. In the landscape, Creeping Thyme offers both charm and practicality. It creates a soft, colorful carpet in sunny spots and provides great contrast against stone, gravel, or edging. It's also a pollinator magnet. Bees love the blooms. For gardeners who want low effort, high beauty, and zero regrets, this one's a top-tier choice. Next up is Creeping Phlox, an explosion of color that turns garden beds into a springtime showcase. This vibrant ground cover forms a dense moss-like mat that becomes completely covered in blooms during spring. You'll see it in dazzling shades of pink, purple, blue, and white, often cascading beautifully over rock walls or softening the edges of sunny borders. It's a favorite for mass planting thanks to its bold seasonal impact and ability to quickly fill space with a floral carpet. Creeping Phlox loves full sun and needs well-drained soil to thrive. It handles heat like a champ and prefers dry conditions over wet feet, making it ideal for slopes, rock gardens, and sunny banks. Once established, it's drought-tolerant and very low maintenance, requiring only occasional trimming after flowering to keep it neat. The best part? Creeping Phlox is completely non-invasive. While it spreads outward to form a lush mat, it doesn't send out underground runners or invade other beds. It's tidy, self-contained, and plays well with neighboring plants, giving you the drama of a spring bloom without the drama of long-term regret. Use Creeping Phlox as a front-of-border blanket, edge softener, or even a floral slope stabilizer. Its evergreen, needle-like foliage also provides year-round texture in warmer zones. If you want that picture-perfect burst of spring color with zero worries later on, this plant delivers every time. Coming in strong at number 3 is Mazes, a tiny but mighty ground hugger that brings charm to every step. Mazes forms a super low, carpet-like mat of small green leaves that's often just an inch or two tall. In spring and early summer, it's dotted with delicate purple or white flowers that look like tiny orchids. Its neat, tidy habit makes it perfect for planting between stepping stones, in narrow cracks, or along paths where other plants might struggle. It thrives in full sun to part shade and prefers moist, well-drained soil. While it loves consistent moisture, it's surprisingly resilient once settled in, making it a great option for rain gardens, shady borders, or alongside water features. Mazis stays green most of the year in mild climates and offers a fresh, soft texture that feels like living carpet. Unlike ground covers that take over the garden, Mazis spreads gently and predictably. It grows from shallow roots, doesn't produce aggressive runners, and stays exactly where you need it. That makes it ideal for small gardens or tightly planned spaces where control matters. Mazis is especially beautiful when tucked between stones or used as a living mulch under taller plants. Its cool tones and compact growth bring a sense of calm and order to any area. For gardeners looking for something subtle, soft, and absolutely non-invasive, this one's a hidden gem. Number 4 on the list is Geranium cantabrigiense, a soft, mounding ground cover that brings graceful color and texture to any border. This perennial geranium creates low, leafy clumps of aromatic foliage that gently spread without ever getting unruly. In late spring to early summer, it sends up clusters of pink or lavender flowers that hover just above the foliage, creating a romantic meadow-like feel. It's one of the most refined and low-maintenance ground covers for gardeners who want soft color without a messy sprawl. Geranium cantabrigiense grows best in full sun to part shade and adapts to a variety of soils as long as drainage is decent. Once established, it's remarkably drought-tolerant and handles light shade with ease. This makes it ideal for filling spaces under roses, shrubs, or along woodland paths where you want coverage that feels natural and relaxed. One of its biggest strengths is how well-behaved it is. Unlike vining ground covers that run wild, this geranium spreads slowly via short rhizomes, forming neat, cohesive colonies over time. It won't choke out nearby plants or leap into other beds, just a gentle expander that knows its place. Use it to soften the base of taller perennials, create a seamless underplanting for shrubs, or mass it along a border for waves of texture and bloom. In fall, the foliage often takes on hints of red or bronze, giving it extra seasonal appeal. This is one of those plants that quietly makes everything around it look better. Next is Blue Star Creeper, a dainty flower-speckled ground cover that's perfect for in-between spaces and tiny gaps. This petite plant spreads into a soft green mat, just a couple of inches tall, studded with pale blue star-shaped flowers from spring into early summer. It's often used between stepping stones or in courtyard paths, where it adds color and softness without interrupting foot traffic. Its delicate look hides how tough and adaptable it actually is. Blue Star Creeper grows well in full sun to part shade and appreciates consistently moist, well-drained soil. It's ideal for areas that get a bit more water, like near downspouts, fountains, or irrigated borders. Though it prefers moisture, it can tolerate some dryness once established, especially in cooler zones. What's great is that this plant stays in check. It spreads slowly and shallowly, forming a tight mat without crowding other plants. It's not invasive, doesn't send out aggressive roots, and is easy to pull or trim if it ever crosses a line, though it rarely does. Use Blue Star Creeper to fill in cracks, soften path edges, or carpet small, shady corners with bloom. It's especially magical when used in stone or gravel gardens, where those little flowers peek through like stars. For subtle beauty in tight spots, this one's a go-to. At number 6 is Sedum Angelina, a golden foliaged ground cover that brings bold texture with zero maintenance fuss. This vibrant succulent forms a spreading carpet of needle-like foliage that glows chartreuse to golden yellow, especially in full sun. In summer, it sends up tiny yellow star-shaped flowers that blend into the overall texture. Even without blooms, its color alone adds a striking visual punch to dry, sunny spaces. Sedum Angelina loves full sun and thrives in poor, sandy, or rocky soil, exactly the kind of place where fussier plants struggle. It's incredibly drought-tolerant and requires almost no care once planted. Whether you're covering a slope, filling a dry border, or planting between flagstones, it performs like a champ. Unlike some sedum species that spread too fast, Angelina stays well behaved. It creeps slowly, roots shallowly, and is easy to trim or move if needed. It doesn't self-seed or take over neighboring beds, making it a safe choice even in tight spaces or around delicate plants. This plant is perfect for hot, exposed areas where most ground covers fail. It brings color year-round in milder climates and even takes on reddish tones in cold weather. If you want a ground cover that's tough, tidy, and always eye-catching, Angelina is a solid pick. Wrapping up the list is Candy Tuft, a classic spring bloomer that brings crisp white flowers and neat evergreen form. Candy Tuft forms low mounds of dark green, narrow leaves that stay evergreen in many climates. In early to mid-spring, it erupts into a mass of snow-white flowers that completely cover the foliage, creating a clean and striking display. It's often used in front of border plantings, along rock walls, or as edging for sunny paths. This ground cover thrives in full sun and well-drained soil and prefers drier conditions once established. It's ideal for gravel beds, raised borders, and sloped sites where good drainage is a must. Though it loves sunshine, it tolerates some shade in hot regions and needs little water once rooted in. Candy Tuft is not a spreader. It stays where you plant it, forming slowly widening clumps rather than runners. It's easy to trim after blooming and doesn't invade nearby spaces, making it one of the most well-mannered spring bloomers you can find. Pair it with spring bulbs, rock garden plants, or trailing perennials for a soft and classic look. Its clean white flowers contrast beautifully with bold foliage or colorful blooms nearby. If you're looking for a polished, no-fuss ground cover with a big seasonal payoff, Candy Tuft closes the list with elegance. That wraps up our list of the best non-invasive flowering ground covers. Proof that you can have beauty, color, and control all in one. Each of these plants gives you lasting visual impact without the constant pruning, spreading, or regret. Let us know which one caught your eye, or if you've had experience with any of these in your own garden. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to save it for later, share it with a garden friend, and stick around. We've got more planting wisdom coming your way.